here we are in Module 2, Lesson 1, Video 2. And we're in the book on page 5, so please go to your book on page 5, and you'll see this problem. Complete the model to represent one waffle shared equally among 5 friends. Okay? And in our earlier situations, we used Post-it notes to represent waffles, but we're not always going to have Post-it notes that we can cut. So we're going to explore how to draw a model to show equal sharing. All right? And the square represents one waffle. Does each friend get more or less of the waffle compared to when the 4 friends shared the waffle? Okay, so each friend's going to get less because now we have 5 friends sharing instead of just 4. And how can we partition the square to show how to share one waffle equally among 5 friends? I bet we could draw some lines, right? And when we're partitioning, it's not going to be perfect, right? So if we draw 4 lines, that's going to make 5 sections. 4 lines makes 5 sections, and now we have 5. We're going to call them equal parts, okay? How do we know from our model how many waffles each friend gets? Could we do some coloring? Could you get out your colored pencils or your markers? And if you need to pause me to get some of those, you can do that. I'm just going to use different colors. I'm going to say this is friend number 1, and this is friend number 2, and this is friend number 3. You can color the whole thing in if you want to. All right, remember though, this is not coloring class, this is math class, so please do it quickly and get it finished. Okay, so there I have 5 friends sharing one waffle, right? Now, what fraction of the waffle does each friend get, and how do you know? If you're saying that each friend gets 1/5 of the waffle, you are correct because there's 5 parts. And what division equation can we use to represent this? We could say 1 waffle divided by 5 friends is equal to 1/5. Okay, and like I said before, this might seem simple to you, but this is the part we're focusing on, right? Division. All right. So we could also say 1/5 is equal to 1 divided by 5, right? So if we have 1 and we're dividing it into 5 parts, each part is 1/5. Okay, now let's imagine that our 5 friends each want more than 1 waffle. At least how many waffles would there need to be for each friend to have more than 1? You are right. There would need to be at least 6 waffles, right? Because each one would get 1 and then a little bit more, right? Because they want more than 1 waffle. Because 5 divided by 5 equals 1. They could each get 1, but there needs to be 6 waffles for them to each get more. So let's look at our next problem on page 5, which is 6 waffles are being shared equally by 5 people. Each waffle is a different flavor, and each person wants to try each flavor. Use the model to find out how many waffles each friend gets, and express your answer as a fraction. Okay, so we have 6 waffles and 5 friends, and each one is going to get more than 1, right? But they each want to try all the flavors. So can you use your colors again to divide? Remember, 4 lines makes 5 sections, right? Let's divide them all, and make sure you're doing this in your book for your notes. And we're just saying these are equal. We're not going to take time to measure or anything to make sure they're equal because this is a model, right? This is not exact. In fact, that one's pretty messy. Sorry about that. Okay, You are doing this in your book on page 5. Oh, right. Now they're all broken into 5 parts, right? And you can use your coloring to show each friend is going to get parts, right? So I'm going to say, here's friend 1, and here's friend 1, here's friend 1, here's friend 1, here's friend 1, because we have 5 friends, right? So they're each going to get a part of each waffle because, one of them is chocolate, one of them is chocolate chip, one of them is cinnamon, okay? So you see what I'm doing there? Each waffle is broken into 5 parts. And if you want to color each one, if you can do that quickly, you could also just write the numbers there. The number each represents a friend, right? So we have friend number 3, who is green, friend number 4, who is blue. Oh, right. I'm almost done. I hope you're almost done as well. Very good. Very good. And then one more. Friend number 5 is pink. Of course, use whatever colors you want to use. Okay, very good. All right. So now, how much does each friend get? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 what? 6 fifths, right? Each friend is getting 6 fifths. What division equation can we show? 6 waffles divided among 5 people equals 6 fifths. Okay, and if you're concerned because the number on the top is bigger than the number on the bottom, that's okay for now because this is what we're focusing on is our division problem. All right, could we also write it the other way? 6 fifths is equal to 6 divided by 5. And that is also fine because we know that the equal sign is like a balance. As long as these two sides are the same, it doesn't matter which order they're in, right? Okay, if you don't have that written down, please pause me and get that written down because I'm going to move on to the next slide, which shows you, see, each color, right? Just like what I just did. And then here we have some division problems, right? Now I want you to look at those and think about the pattern, right? Think about the pattern that you wrote on your Post-it note. Does that pattern match anything that you notice here? Okay, think about what you're seeing. 1 divided by 5 equals 1/5. 6 divided by 5 equals 6 fifths. And then this is just written the other way because we're really getting used to that now that we're in 5th grade. Okay, you could change, revise, rewrite that statement on your Post-it note and make sure you do something because I'm going to be checking that when I check your notes. Okay, so if you like it, you could put a star or a check mark. If you're changing it, you could revise it, right? Okay, and I'll see you in the next video with a new situation. Thanks for your hard work. Mahalo.